And at the moment, I can say I don't believe in self-wisdom anymore. So let me just continue. Now, we saw, we looked at the instance of Daniel and Nebuchadnezzar. Now, let me just talk about something again in the book of Daniel. You see, after that incident that happened in Daniel chapter 2, again in Daniel chapter 5, Nebuchadnezzar's son, it's Belshazzar. Yeah, so, you know, after using those vessels, the golden vessels, defiling them, you understand that? So a hand, some fingers wrote the words on the wall, Mene, Tekel, Perez, and all that. So he also was troubled like his father at that instance. And see what happened here. He asked, just like his father, he asked the wise men and all that, the Chaldeans, those people that they deemed were wise. He asked them, and they could not even read the words. Leave alone interpreting. Reading the words was a problem to them. The wisdom of men crumbled when they were given chance. This shows us that we can never trust in man's wisdom. But in that fracas and issue, the queen came and talked to the king. This is what now we read in verse 11. There is a man, that is the queen speaking. There is a man in thy kingdom in whom the spirit of the holy gods, you see, they still call the holy gods. I believe that was their understanding. That the spirit of the holy gods. Now we understand that the spirit of understanding and wisdom comes if you have the spirit of God. But these people also understood in some way, in their little understanding, that the spirit of the gods was in that man, in Daniel. There is a man in thy kingdom in whom the spirit of the holy gods, and in the day of thy father, light and understanding and wisdom, like the wisdom of the gods, was found in him. So when she explains this, she says that the wisdom of the gods, but we understand it was the wisdom of God in Daniel. The wisdom of the gods was found in him. Whom the king Nebuchadnezzar, thy father, your father, the king, I say, thy father, made master of the magicians. So during that time, we understood that after the interpretation that God gave to Daniel, and then Daniel gave it to Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar acknowledged God's wisdom, and even made Daniel a master of the magician. So she says, I say thy father made master of the magician. So the father made Daniel the master of the magicians, astrologers, Chaldeans, and soothsayers. Verse 14. Now, that is verse 11. I've left some 2 verses there. Now, after the king was told that by the queen, he called on Daniel. And we read in verse 14. I have even heard of thee, that the spirit of the gods is in thee, and that light and understanding and excellent wisdom is found in thee. Excellent wisdom, for us who understand, is found when the spirit of God is in us. And I believe, is it in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, we read that also one of the gifts of the spirit is wisdom. So you can't have wisdom without the spirit. But yeah, let's just continue with that.